Hi, this is Dr. Jeff Davis, President of Lordship Investments and Director of New Way Community Development. I'm here today to offer you 5 minutes to live by. Each time we come together, we take a topic and give a short presentation, just a few nuggets to help you to be able to see how to navigate through. We talk on things like real estate, Christianity, marriage, finance, sales, just to name a few of the topics. Today, we're going to be coming out of my book, Real Estate Success. You can succeed at real estate. I wrote this book to help people who are looking to either get into real estate or who are already in real estate, looking maybe to transition to another form of real estate. Just a bunch of different ideas and stuff. So, again, it's Real Estate Success. Today, we're going to be looking at the topic how to secure financing for your real estate deals. Now, a lot of people already know what it's like to go to a bank and get a mortgage. You get your income verified, your credit verified, you have to have a deposit. So there's a lot of pieces and stuff, and then you end up typically working with a realtor, you're working with a bank, you end up going to a title company to close. So, it's just a kind of complex process if you're not used to it. But for those that have bought houses, I think you kind of remember the way that it was. But when you're looking at real estate, it's not the same story. Number one, when you're looking at investment property, depending upon what kind of property you're looking to buy, your down payment typically isn't going to be FHA or VA. It's not going to be that low down type thing. For investment property, you can be looking at a minimum of 20-25%, unless you understand some ways to do creative financing. So, looking at it from a lender perspective, uh, the down payment's usually different. And then, second, the income requirements are different. Depending upon the type of property you're looking at, the job you have may be irrelevant. If you're buying a 100-unit apartment building, what you do for a living doesn't make a whole bunch of difference because the bank doesn't expect you to be able to pay the mortgage out of your pocket. So the income of the property becomes very, very important. When you're looking to get financing for income property, you want to make sure you have all the numbers for that property. You don't want what's called pro forma, which is what it could be doing. You want the actuals because that's what the lender is going to look at. How much money does this property make right now? Will they look at your credit? Yes. You got bad credit, you're not going to get, most lenders are not going to touch you. So you have to have an acceptable credit score. You have to show that you're responsible even before you get this investment property. And you have to go in there. Yes, it helps if you've got a job. Are they going to look at your tax returns? Sometimes they do. Are they going to look at the business financials, like a profit and loss statement or something that shows what the property generates? Yes. Sometimes they're going to want to see the leases. They're going to want to have some kind of account for the expenses. So if you have a profit and loss prepared on the property, then what the lender is able to do is they can pull the address. They can kind of take a look at what the property does. They'll have an idea once they know what type of property it is and where it's at. Now, they also typically are going to require an appraisal. These appraisals are more expensive than what you would spend on a house appraisal. You may spend a couple $100 to do a house appraisal. On a multi-unit, you're probably looking at a couple thousand. And that appraisal, again, is going to be focused on not only the condition, but the income. The thing to keep in mind when it comes to buying investment property is that the income of the property determines the deal, period. If you're talking about buying a property that you're going to hold, if you're going to be the landlord, the income is king. Now, when you're looking in the fix and flip market, that's a different type of lender. And sometimes you can get those lenders to do it with little to no money down. Your credit's important, but not as important. The big thing that they're going to be looking at is the after repair value. So they want to know what's this house going to be worth after it's fixed, and they want to see how much money you're thinking it's going to take to get it there. So you go into this with the idea of an example. I'm buying this house for 100,000. I'm going to put 20,000 in it. I'm going to be able to sell it for 150. And you have to be able to do that for the lender. You have to be able to prove to the lender that the deal makes sense. Lenders and banks do not lend money to lose it. They don't want to own the property. They only want to be repaid. Real Estate Success. You can pick this book up at www.nwcom.org. Again, that's www.nwcom.org. Or you can go to Amazon, look for books under Dr. Jeff Davis or Jeff Davis. Until the next time we meet, here's hoping that your day is filled with success and happiness.